Okay, hello, beloveds. Welcome, everybody. Hello, welcome. This is Sherry Mosley, and we are going to be doing our Awakening and Wellness show. And I haven't done this in a long time, but I felt called to do a little check-in and do a little Awakening and Wellness with you. So I am here in Sausalito, California, and I have a practice based in Asian medicine. That is like acupuncture, Japanese acupuncture, Chinese herbal medicine, Qigong, and I also have a background in shamanism. And the shamanism has extended into Akashic Enlightenment. And Akashic Enlightenment works with your Akashic records and the Book of Truth, or your multidimensional knowledge. And originally I had started this show years ago for all of you to ask questions, and I would answer them in regards to, shamanism, opening your Akashic space, maybe being a psychic or clairvoyant, what it's like to have those abilities, as well as anything in the scope of Asian medicine, right? So we're doing health and wellness, and we're going to do that again. So I'm just letting you all know that we're just starting these, and they may become a regular thing. We'll see. Sometimes I feel like the energy is so all over the place these days that it's hard to really nail down what becomes kind of like a new permanent thing and what is just a transition to another thing. So hopefully all of you will start coming in with your questions over time as we do this. But for today's topic, a very popular topic is maybe ascension symptoms, and when you have abilities, how it affects those abilities, the ascension process. Because we're underway in a massive shift these days, coming out of Pluto and Capricorn, working towards a Pluto and Aquarius coming in January. So there may be a lot of people feeling really activated, a lot of energies coming in, maybe feeling really tired or like you want to connect with nature. All of these are part of the path, so to speak. And, we're just trying to go through that process and become the awakened, aware, aligned beings that we are at a time when we are maybe being pushed to do this, which can then be maybe a little more difficult, or it can feel a little more difficult because it's happening in a way that maybe we're not running towards it, right? It's more of a being pushed to do this, but sometimes we need that push, right? But with that push, there can be a lot of dismantling of things that are no longer serving you or no longer part of the path moving forward. And this can have a lot of reverberations, right? As you awaken, it starts to shift your entire material reality because your consciousness or the collective consciousness has created the current material reality that the majority are experiencing. So these can be systems that are in place, ways of doing things, ways of communicating, and all of this is going to start shifting more and more and more. And I know even as I'm talking, there's like all of this smoke outside from the fires that we have in California, and apparently we're having another smoky day today. So these are the types of things that are almost becoming the new norm, right, as we go through all of this transition. So it's a really important time to do your own self-care. And this includes checking in with your higher guidance and maybe just having some good routines of doing self-care, as well as checking in with your higher self or your soul self that is connected to source. And this is primarily why I was given Akashic Enlightenment, was that so many souls could connect to their truest, highest self and receive guidance during times of great shifting, so that you're not coming from a place of egoic fear, right? Because the egoic fear is going to be based in karmic patterns and survival mechanisms, old ways of existing on the earth. And so we want to come into a way of being where we are gracefully flowing with the changes that are occurring, meaning that generally there's not a lot of stress then around these things that are happening. And if there is stress, it may be just because things are happening so quickly, right? The pace at which things happen is different for different souls. But when we have a practice like Akashic Enlightenment, we're able to check in and get higher guidance and get alignment in our energy field, open up our energy field to receive the higher guidance, maybe become aware of signs and synchronicities, right? And then the other part of this is, the body, mind, spirit connection, right? This is more of maybe the Asian medicine background that I have, and, allowing time to take care of the physical vessel, right? So maybe needing more sleep or more hydration, and allowing yourself to kind of go with the flow of things, or maybe knowing what your body needs and listening to that. Sometimes the listening to it can be the harder part, right? This is why I teach the Aqualorian crystal and light healing. It's very, very helpful with allowing yourself to run these energies on you to come into a higher alignment, so that then you can make those changes or steps in your behavior that will help you to feel better, because sometimes we get a little blocked, right? So the Akashic Enlightenment and the Aqualorian crystal and light healing are both great tools to use to help you with that. And if you've been on my channel for a long time, you've been here primarily for probably the light language during the lunar astrological cycles, and that is also helping to kind of attune your energy or align your energy with what is needed to come in during the moon cycles, so that it doesn't just trigger everything to kind of release and come out as maybe an unconscious disaster or mess, right? There's some consciousness that can be applied to the catalytic energies that are happening with the moon cycles. And over time, and especially more recently, these transmissions have become connecting to the Temple of Light. And the Temple of Light is connecting to the higher ascended masters, as well as the angelics, including the Elohim, which is who I would originally channel. So this is another example of, the energy is shifting, things are changing, and the work that we're doing is changing with that, right? And right now, we are actually doing a lot of events to assist you with the changes, with the changing, and becoming more of this divine being that you are, this universal dimensional being, right? And we are doing a class now on Fridays that does connect to the Temple of Light, but that has been my primary assignment, is connecting to that, which is why the lunar astrology that we do here has changed to being primarily in the Temple of Light. And the classes that we're doing on Friday are just assisting you to connect with the Temple of Light more directly, working in your Akashic Enlightenment. Right now we're doing aligning with your highest purpose, right? And that's connecting deeply with your true soul self. But all of these things are just assisting you with unwinding the unconsciousness to become more aware of who you are. And that makes going through these transitions with the moon cycles and the astrology, or just the whole collective, the awakening that is happening. I'm sure you're feeling it and experiencing it in one way or another. And that is why we are starting to come together more and more and more around these subjects, and ways that we can help ourselves and our community move through them, right? So this time we're just going to do a little check-in here, as we have, and hopefully you guys can join in next Tuesday for awakening and wellness. And we can open this up to some questions that you may have. And I do also offer the personal sessions if you need personal healing, but this will just be a platform for questions around awakening and wellness and things that are going on in that area and realm of your ascension and process of being a light being in a body, mind, spirit complex. All right, well, it was good to connect with you, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. Hopefully some of you will have some time, and I send you all so much love and light. I hope that you're enjoying the new Temple of Light frequencies and that you are enjoying your journey along the path. So we'll just say a little goodbye for now. Sending you all so much love and light, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Bye for now.